Hi, this is Professor Anil Kumar Sathe from Department of Mechanical Engineering, MIT School of Engineering, Pune. In continuation with the last lecture, we are going to see the remaining part, part B, clearance volume and the concept of volumetric efficiency. Let's look at this first figure. This is the PV diagram of the compression cycle when clearance volume is neglected. Clearance volume is neglected means this y-axis itself represents at top dead center and this point 1 represents bottom dead center. So when we are moving from top dead center to bottom dead center, piston is going away from the top dead center and the volume go on increasing, that is from 0 to 1. Now this figure represents the PV diagram of compression cycle when clearance volume is considered. In practical case, there is always a clearance volume inside the compressor cylinder. What is the clearance volume? It is volume enclosed between top dead center and the cylinder head surface. What is the need of the clearance volume? As you know, in case of compressor, suction valve is opening inside the cylinder. When the piston reaches to top dead center, at the end of the delivery, piston should not strike to the inlet valve, and therefore you have to keep some of the space above top dead center and below this the cylinder head surface in order to avoid the striking of the piston to the inlet valve. Therefore, clearance volume is necessary. So, in all, clearance volume is required in case of compressor in order to allow the opening of the inlet valve and avoid the possible striking of the piston to the inlet valve. So you can see here, as the clearance volume is there, point 0, that is the top dead center, is shown here, which is away from the cylinder head. This y-axis is your cylinder head, this 0 point is your top dead center, and 1 point is your bottom dead center. In this case, there is no clearance volume, therefore 0 and y-axis, that is cylinder head and top dead center, matches. But as here clearance volume is provided, this y-axis is your top dead center, y-axis is your cylinder head and 0 point is your top dead center. There is some volume enclosed here and that is called as clearance volume. And when piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center, it covers the volume and that is denoted by Vs, called as stroke volume. So, how the diagram changes in case of clearance volume is provided. Let's start the cycle when piston is at top dead center. Now, we will understand the diagram from the animation which you have seen in the last lecture. Now you can see, this is the clearance volume. This one is the cylinder head surface and this one is the piston top when piston is at top dead center. So this position is top dead center. So volume enclosed above the top of the piston when piston is at top dead center, that volume is called as clearance volume. And as I already told, as suction valve opens in, this piston should not strike to the suction valve when it is open. That's why this clearance volume is provided inside the compressor. Now, piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center during suction stroke. Let's see its movement. Piston moves from top dead center now, going down, 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 and it reaches to bottom dead center. So the volume covered while moving the piston from top dead center to bottom dead center, this is the top dead center and this one is the bottom dead center. This volume is called as stroke volume. So this one is a clearance volume and this one is a stroke volume. Let's come to the figure again back. Now let's start the cycle from point number 3. Because of the previous compression cycle, when the delivery ends, inside the clearance volume there is some residual air remains, and that is at delivery pressure P2. Now when suction starts, the suction valve will not open immediately. Now see how. Just look at this animation carefully. I will run it.
Or at top dead center, the piston begins to move downward as the crankshaft rotates. Because both valves are closed, the downward moving piston reduces the pressure in the cylinder.
Now you can see here, piston is moving from top dead center to bottom dead center, but still your suction valve is not open. Why it has happened? It has happened because of the previous cycle, at the end of the delivery, inside the clearance volume there is some air, and which is at delivery pressure P2. So when during the suction piston is moving from TDC to BDC, immediately your suction valve will not open because the pressure inside the cylinder is still above atmospheric pressure. So as expansion happens, the pressure go on reducing, and at one point of time it reach to atmospheric pressure, and beyond that it go to convert into vacuum. So as soon as the vacuum is produced inside the cylinder at some intermediate position, the pressure inside the cylinder becomes vacuum, and at that point your suction valve opens. Actually it has to open at top dead center, but it has never happened. It is open little delayed, somewhere in between during suction stroke. So you can see this part of the suction stroke is not utilized to do the suction or to take the air in. So here at this point, some intermediate point, your suction valve is open during suction stroke.
As the pressure in the cylinder falls below the low side pressure in
you
the
can
suction
see the
line,
animation now.
the pressure difference opens the suction valve.
Now here your suction valve is open,
flow into the cylinder. The piston
and the suction starts, and it continues
until the cylinder is filled
till piston is reaching to bottom dead center. So from this intermediate position to this bottom dead center, actual suction happens. This is actually effective suction, and this much initial part of the suction stroke is going west, because till that time pressure inside the cylinder is not vacuum. So suction valve was not open in that case, and when piston reaches to some intermediate position, at that point pressure inside the cylinder reaches to vacuum. At that point suction valve opens and the air starts to come in. So only some part of the suction stroke is utilized to take the air in, and some part of suction stroke is going west. So if clearance volume is not there, there should not be air residual inside this clearance volume, and such problem of late opening of the suction valve will not occur. But as the clearance volume is provided, there is always a residual amount of air at the end of the delivery of a previous cycle, and this causes delayed opening of the suction valve. So effective volume sucked is always less than the theoretical volume sucked. What is the theoretical volume available for the suction? That is a stroke volume. So this much amount of air has to come inside the cylinder as piston is moving from TDC to BDC, but it actually never happens. The reason is residual air deposited inside the clearance volume at the end of the delivery of previous cycle. So because of the clearance volume, the effective suction is less than the theoretical suction. So you can see here in this figure, the 0 represents top dead center, 1 represents bottom dead center, y-axis represents cylinder head, this Vc is the clearance volume, and Vs is stroke volume. So what is the theoretical suction? Volume available for the suction, it is from 0 to 1. It is indicated by letter Vs. But practically, suction valve opens at this intermediate position, which is shown by point 4. See here 3 to 4. It is expansion of that residual air which is deposited inside the clearance volume. If clearance volume is not there, then such kind of expansion process is not there, and complete suction stroke is available for the suction, that is from 0 to 1. But in this case, as clearance volume is there and there is an expansion of that residual air, your suction valve not opens at 0, it opens at 4, means there is a delayed opening. So from O to 4 or 0 to 4, this is west of the suction stroke, and as suction valve is open at 4 and it closes at 1, means only 4 to 1 is available for effective suction. So you can clearly mention here V1 minus V4, it is actually the amount of air sucked during the suction stroke. And what is the theoretical volume available for suction? It is V1 minus V0, means V stroke, that is a stroke volume. So this discussion gives the birth of one parameter called as volumetric efficiency. What is volumetric efficiency of the compressor? It is defined as the ratio of actual volume sucked to the theoretical volume available for the suction, and that is a stroke volume. Mathematically it is written as eta V, eta means efficiency, V means volumetric, is equal to V actual upon V theoretical. Actual volume sucked upon theoretical volume available for the suction. Actual volume is what? You can see from the figure. From 4 to 1 means it is V1 minus V4. That is V1 minus V4. And what is the theoretical volume? That is from 0 to 1 means total suction stroke Vs. So what is volumetric efficiency? It is V1 minus V4 upon Vs. That is actual volume sucked to the theoretical volume sucked. And remember one thing, from the figure it is very much clear that V1 minus V4 is always less than stroke volume. So volumetric efficiency of the compressor is always less than 100%. Thank you.